Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the market itself and make my daily commentary about it. First off, I'm going to talk about the American market, S&P 500. Well, the S&P just struggling to go above the $7,000, but I believe it will be go. This is just a shake off in the market. It will be eventually go up. There is no need for the get panicked if you are not doing a futures trading, but because the American markets has always have a buyer, so it's going to go below the 5%, 10%. Always some people, especially the retirement funds, people going to buy it with their retirement funds. So American markets it's good, and we are waiting for the breakout of the $7,000, and I'm waiting for it with the AI hype because looking at like a reconciliation. I'm going to open the Bollinger Band. It's making its reconciliation. As you can see, the Bollinger Band is just very much squeezed, and it will be go eventually somewhere upside downside, but I believe it will be upside. Do not just panic at the moment because well, there's an AI hype. Also the American market stayed where it was like 4 months, so I believe this price will be go up to the and break the $7,000 and going to hit the 7,400. Just matter of time. Well, I don't actually know the time, but it will be eventually happen in a close time period. If you can't hold a stock for 10 years, you shouldn't buy it like for 10 minutes. This is a quote for the Warren Buffett. Well, I'm not saying that you should have 10 years of stocks, but when I'm buying stocks, I'm talking about myself. I just look at this thing. Can I hold it for 1 year? Yes, I can hold it for 1 year. Well, I had the American markets. Just went out the bear market, as you can see. I bought it. It was good, and I didn't ever sold it. It went up, went up, went up. Gone down. Everybody said, "Okay, this was a fake bear trap. It was not going to be go up." And I said, "No, I will hold it." And it went up, went up, went up, as you can see over here, like the 48% in the dollar wise. And with the Trump's tariff placement, it went down like 20%, and I didn't sold it either. From there it went up 44%, and also I bought it from here. So in the US market, if there is not a very dreadful thing happening in the world like a COVID or something like that, even if the COVID it went up by the way, but the American market always have a buyer. So I will only suggest you this: be happy when it was going down so you can buy more. So the American markets just can be struggle through here, but I believe it will be go and break this $7,000. We are making an investment, not gambling. The market is just stagflation market, not bull market at the moment. So I can make trading tips over here. I cannot do it because the market is steady. I cannot say anything. Nobody can say anything. So with the Dow Jones hit to its all-time high, and as you can see, there's a resistance over here. Just checking back its support level. This is good. It will be go back to its way, and the S&P will be hit and break the $7,000. The Nasdaq is out of this band. Was hit to the 24,000, but the Dow Jones and the S&P is going up, so the Nasdaq will be follow them. If I only going to talk about the Nasdaq, I will say, okay, this is dreadful. I won't suggest it, but at the moment, the S&P and the Dow Jones going up, so the Nasdaq will be follow them. If we're going to talk about the gold, yes. Well, in the news, America and Iran just agreed for the terms, so this made a sell-off for the gold. Also, there is a Chinese New Year event occurring in the China at the moment. By the Chinese New Year event, you can look at the prior prices, like in here, February 2024. It was a little bit downside trend. Yes, I know it is not much, I know it, but gold was not going up at that moment, but it was sold. Also in the before this year it was sold. So in the Chinese New Year, gold is always got sold. So there is a not a much a problem in the moment. The problem in the gold, only thing threat is the gold is just surge up really fast and really strong. So it had a huge sell-off. So within the Chinese New Year trend, it can deepen the sell-offs. So I wouldn't suggest gold. I wouldn't buy gold at the moment because gold needs to be relaxed and it is tired at the moment. So I wouldn't suggest it. If I was going to talk about the silver, well, the silver is struggling to stay above the Fibonacci level. Seems like it will be go through like the 65 level, but in my long term look, it's going to be hit to the 53 levels. This is a threat for the silver because this price increasement trend is just ended and the price is still goes down because there are really many small investors bought it and they are panicking at the moment, and these are the panic sells, and it can be more deepens and it can be liquidate the future buys in the silver. So I wouldn't suggest silver. I wouldn't buy silver because it had a too much strong bull run it had. Also with the platinum could go back to the 1600 levels because platinum just reached the silver and the gold really late, but it reached them really fast. So can be also get sold really fast. If you look at the prior events in the market, it's more likely to be happen with the platinum. So I wouldn't suggest platinum.